Okay, now I'm actually recording and... Oh. Oh, okay, so yes, I started the room.
Okay, I guess we'll... Okay. But
Max is going to have a lot of stuff in his version of the Let's Play that I'm... that it's not going to be in mine. It's
exclusive uncut version or something.
exclusive uncut version. Why are people joining?
I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Kick... Yes, kick Black Feather. Kick everyone but Max and I. I'm surprised that there are people playing this online.
Oh man. I actually thought Kevin joined for some reason, and I was like, didn't he just go take a shower? And then, oh no, it's someone else. Oh.
Okay, so finally, voice captain was looking for me. I already talked to all of the NPCs, but that happened in a previous recording, and I'm not going to talk to all of them again.
So I have to talk to the captain. Where is the captain?
Romeo is strange. I'm not thinking things. Yeah, I really hate the something seems strange, but it's probably nothing. B-san, Mr. B, did you notice something? Yeah, but it's probably not anything. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's like the ellipses kind of trope.
I understand it's foreshadowing, but it's terrible foreshadowing.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I can go into... Okay. So who do I need to talk to? That is the question.
Did you talk... unless you did not save, you have to talk to... Julie... Is his name Julius? Yes, it is Julius. It's right here. You have to talk to Julius.
Perhaps I talked to him. I don't remember. Well, if you cannot accept the mission, that means I haven't talked to him.
Oh, I can accept the mission. I can accept the mission now. I'm just choosing support effects.
I see. So yeah, you know how I talked to you about the risk of buying that 02 plushie? I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. Why not? I'm ready to take the risk. As long as it looks good, it's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that whole bootleg versus real thing for a plushie, I highly doubt plushies are like very valuable anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah. I just think that face is funny, you know. The face on the plushie is just funny.
Actually, you know what? I'm kind of angry with the Franks anime because I saw this one chirp. It was a picture of. It was something like. It was a lot. It was something along the lines of. Someone posted a meme where a child was praying to God. The child was about to eat food he didn't like. And the child said, "Oh, I don't like this, but for you, O Lord, I will make any sacrifice." And then the person who made that chirp said, whenever you watch one anime, whenever you watch a terrible anime only for one character, then someone responded to that person, yeah, pretty much all Darling in the Franxx viewers.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of true. I'm not gonna lie, to be honest, if 02 was not in it, I would probably don't care. Honestly.
I'm only in it to watch Ichigo get cocked.
Yeah, but no, but seriously, which is why I think if the team really goes for the tragic ending, it's not gonna end well with sales. Honestly, but, I'm pretty sure.
Have you watched the latest episode?
So far, it's not really going in the good direction, but I'm waiting for the very last one before I marathon like the last few. So I watched until episode 21, something like that.
I actually like episode 22, and then the ending of episode 22 happened. Not because the ending is bad, but because I like the direction that episode 22 was going, and then it just...
Because so far, I'm spoiled, so I know what's going on, but so far what I know is that we don't know if she's truly dead or not, I guess.
She's not.
Okay, and that's all I know. But what I know is if the team goes for like bad ending, I guess that is not gonna end well in sales. I know that for sure. When you everything is based off character's popularity, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Otakus tend to be the most dedicated ones, but also the most well, you know.
There's a shiny over here.
Where?
Uh,
Okay, I see you. I
I'm
see you.
jumping.
That's gonna be a running joke. I'm jumping. I mean, no, I was remembering the Resurrection Let's Play. That was the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm jumping.
I
I'm
remember
jumping.
you put up a compilation.
Yeah, I'm jumping. Yeah, professional gameplay right there.
Do what you were born to
Uh,
do. What the heck? It's just a face.
So, but I like the direction that that episode 22 was going, because the most of the episode was about, okay, there are no more adults, and there are no more adults. We have to start fending for ourselves now that Papa is gone and no longer feeding us.
Yep.
So it was just kind of a survival episode where everyone's struggling to find out how to survive. They're growing their own food.
I know that Hero is also he grew his horns, so we can like
Yeah, he grows horns, and apparently horns work as antenna. They work like radio antennas. You know those crazy people who send radio waves into space in hopes of contacting alien life.
yeah.
They work like that apparently.
Oh man, just
Origami's
but yeah.
bond is broken.
Even if I don't watch the episodes, I get spoiled a lot on Twitter anyway. And at this point, I didn't really care that much, to be honest with you. It's not like a Kiseki or like, you know, a Falcon game where if I really get spoiled on a major plot point, I would be pissed. But when it's about that, whatever. I mean, the show, let's be honest, it's nothing to write home about. It's kind of, I mean, it's not bad. I wouldn't say that it's a bad show, but it's nothing amazing. It's kind of trying to be Evangelion meets, I don't know, growing up kind of show. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing it as, anyway.
It's breaking away. Looks like it's after
Yeah,
some food.
the anime has this theme of growing up, getting out of your shell. You can't always live under your parents' rule forever, sort of thing
Yeah.
going on. And I'm thinking, I've seen this done a lot better in several different anime, several better anime.
What I will say though, it had great potential, but the episode about world building kind of killed it. The one with about Dr. Franks. I think it had more potential, but well, yeah.
Honestly, what I would have liked to have seen is, you know how the anime sets up this the
Looks like it's after some food.
the organization Papa or whatever from the anime is obviously evil, and they're just trying to fight and survive as the Paxosaurs or whatever.
Yeah,
Back and heal.
What I really wanted to see was, I kind of wanted to see the organization, whatever they call themselves. I forget the name.
Worm.
They're evil, but I wanted them to be a necessary evil, if that makes sense.
You mean Worm?
Vern, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Were they?
yeah.
Well, first of all, I didn't want them to be aliens,
Yeah.
but I wanted them to be the sort of thing where they're evil, but they're kind of a necessary evil.
Yep. Yeah. I see.
But-
Also, some things don't make sense, but whatever. Continue. I'll tell you what I mean after.
Actually, I also wanted it to be kind of a. So you know how it's just evil space aliens
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted it to be a war of ideologies rather than it's the evil space aliens.
I know. There is a show that plays off ideologies like that, but it's a show no one talks about that got completely overshadowed by all the other ones this season.
Basically, I just want it to be Gundam.
Yeah, but there is a show I watched. I talked about it earlier, but it's Beatless, and it's kind of like that. Like it's about ideologies and people fighting for their
We are so
ideologies.
It always
That's
feels
what it
really
is,
good
I
to
guess.
finish a mission.
But it kind of fails miserably at being interesting.
Oh, really? Because I see a lot of people shilling that. Well, not a lot of people. I see some shilling for it, and it looks aesthetically nice.
I like the waifu of the anime. I think she's kind of cool, honestly. The robot chick, you know, like the android, blue-haired, whatever, that carries a huge black thing. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I think it's underrated. But
I can take it from here.
yeah, in fact, I'm still watching it, so if I didn't like it, I would have dropped it. It's a 24 episode series as well, like Darling in the Franxx.
Actually, that's another thing I hate about Darling in the Franxx. It seems like an anime that's being rushed.
Yeah, it looks rushed, and for a series that is an original, like an anime original, that's bad. I mean, Evangelion was really rushed, so but that's not the same thing.
I've been
So
in the kitchen.
you can't compare them,
Told Lika it'd take some
even
time,
if it
but
tries to be
I wanna crack a
Evangelion
melon
kind of.
soda flavor with
Oh,
scorpion.
Max, Nana wants to make pills.
Ah, give me some pills. That's the shit. I got some good shit for you.
We draw Nana as one of those shady drug dealers with them with those
She said there was a
with
special
those
way to
trench
make
coats that
pills
have
like
all of
this.
these drugs like,
We're gonna do
strapped
science.
inside, kind of like in the movies or those anti-drug commercials.
Yeah.
Lika said that most of the
Oh,
instant
man.
action medicines God Eaters use come from oracle cells. So this is brand new territory.
I
don't
feel
know
like
if
I'm
it's
watching
good, but
filler to an
it's fun,
anime.
right?
Yep.
Food flavors don't
That's
usually mix
probably
well
what it
with
is.
store pills. I have faith though. Oh, and Lika told me I'm really innovative too. Scientists would never.
You know, I'm just going to keep praising Nana because I want to get in bed with her.
Yeah, Director Sakaki said.
Nana
it was
reminds me a
really
lot
good
of
eye, too.
myself, where she
Cooking is
will
just
try
the
cooking the
best
most
thing ever.
ins
It's so crazy fun.
she will cook the most insane types of foods.
What flavor should I aim for next? There's all kind of sorts of items I haven't even tried to make yet.
Next flavor. What should the next flavor be?
Bacon. You can never go wrong with bacon.
Uh,
Oh man, I could go for some bacon pizza now.
so episodes for Nana. Okay.
That we will never show on this Let's Play.
Yep.
Actually, I have to go feed my cat, so I'll be back in about a minute.
Okay.
Okay, back.
Okay.
So, did I tell you about this this clothes design contest I'm taking part in?
Ah, no, you haven't told me actually.
Okay, so there's this store. It is about a 3-hour drive away from my house.
Uh-huh.
But they have an online store. I'm not going to say what it is because I sometimes go there.
Okay.
But this store specializes in what I call edgelord clothing. So, have you ever heard of those things? Have you ever heard stories about Hot Topic or a store like that?
No.
Or jokes about it?
No.
So, Hot Topic is this store that where you supposedly buy all these emo, goth, punk rock sort of clothes and accessories, but really it's this mainstream normie bull feces that's also overpriced. But so anyway, this store specializes in what I call edgelord clothing, where you have like all these skulls and metallic accessories that you add onto clothes, and chains and black clothing, and basically stuff you'd see from this really edgy anime. Like, you could actually buy armor there, like shoulder plates and stuff, clothes with shoulder plate armor from anime.
Oh.
If you buy, it's really expensive though, because of course this is very specialized stuff.
I see.
So they're running a contest right now, where contestants have to design edgelord clothing. And so I'm entering this contest. The winner gets 10,000 USDs, and they get 10% of the profits made from any clothes using the design.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm entering this contest because, hey, it's 10,000 USDs, and it won't sell a lot because this is really specialized clothing, but it still sells for a lot because it is specialized clothing. So I'll be able to get some money back. And so what was I going? So I'm entering this contest, and I'm thinking I want to make something that's casual. I want to make casual edgelord clothing. So I'm designing. So right now, this is still a work in progress. But it is a hoodie that. It's sort of a mix between a hoodie, but it's designed like a trench coat, so it goes like really down, like down to the knees. It's a trench coat hoodie that has, how Neptune from Neptunia has these what do you call it? These stripes that go down her sleeves.
Yeah.
It's like that. It has something like that, but instead of colorful stripes, it's chains. What else am I adding to it? It has an adjustable, what I call butt flap. It's not like an opening for the butt. It's just sometimes coats will have splits down the middle, but I'm making it so you can have a split or you can close it with a zipper. What else am I adding on this? Where are my design notes? PCs, they're all across the room. They're across the room. Where is it? Detachable sleeves, because of course. Detachable sleeves. Zippers and belts that are attached. A bunch of zippers and belts that have no meaning. They're just there. They're sewn on. Have you ever seen Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen how the designs have a bunch of zippers and belts that are there for no reason? They just kind of exist there.
Yeah. Okay.
A bunch of those.
I see.
Let's see. Skull designs, flames on the sleeves, like cars from the 80s. Skulls. Let's see, several hidden pouches. There are slots that to attach. What do you call it? What do you call them? Combination locks on. I'm trying to make this so really. Yeah, but that's my theme. Edgelord casual.
Oh man.
Yeah, a bunch of chains, a bunch of zippers, a bunch of belts everywhere that don't mean anything. What mission did I just accept? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Okay, we have to kill a Congo.
Oh, hooray.
But yeah, I'm working on that, and I'm as soon as I'm done deciding where to put all the chains and zippers, then I'm going to start making this, and then I'm going to. Oh, also a Union Jack, on one of the sleeves. Kind of like Dante from Demuk Devil May Cry. This really terrible. Well, it's actually an okay action game, but everyone hates it. A Union Jack, let's see, a flaming skull insignia on the back, because why not? Skulls are edgy.
Yeah, they are.
I really hope I win, because second place and third place don't get that much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's 3,000 and 1,000.
Which is a good amount of money, I would say.
But like, here's the thing. This thing is going to need so much metal and chains that I think like 1,000 would just pay for maybe all of the work that's going to need to be put into it, like printing designs on it and buying the materials and whatnot. Okay, okay, that's a stretch. Maybe it'll at most it'll cost 300, 500 to make, but still, 1,000. It's not really worth it. I want that 10 grand plus the 10% in sales, which will amount to maybe 1,000 USDs. Oh, I just realized the Congo is here.
Oh yeah, by the way, oh no, I cannot talk about it. Okay.
Oh.
I wanted to ask something, but I cannot, so... Whatever.
You know what I kind of want to do in these Let's Plays, just because I know who's watching them?
Uh-huh.
I kind of want to, at some point, offhandedly mention the name of my actual main channel. Just offhanded, say casually in the middle of the conversation, like, oh yeah, my main channel. Hey, just to see, is anyone actually going to catch that? But the thing is, I know that they will. I know that they'll catch it. So I'm not going to do it.
Oh man. For some reason I remember the times way back when you used to shout all the time science curses or oh my science.
Do I not do that anymore?
Not as much. Not as much.
I mostly just say Ado's curses now.
Or Gehenna, yeah.
What, the black hole?
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yep.
Just because and then there was this one point in Neptunia Rebirth 3 where Neptune says, "Oh my science," and then I thought she's stealing that from me. You know, I wonder if. Sometimes I wonder, because Idea Factory International really does talk to the community, and they do go onto 4chan to steal memes.
Maybe they stole your...
maybe they just offhandedly saw one of my videos and stole that from me. I mean, I'm not going to be so narcissistic as to say that, oh, the Idea Factory International guys, they watch my stuff, but maybe they just kind of offhandedly saw it, or maybe someone mentioned it to them.
Yeah, that is possible.
Still, I think it is pretty. I think it was pretty funny when Neptune says it. But then again, it could also. Honestly, I think the more likely answer is that it's Neptune. She already has this very strange speech pattern.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be this sort of 90s red sort of speech. So, if that was just kind of in the localization script, I would not be surprised. It's science, now that you mention it, I'm very self-conscious of it. Good science. It just makes me remember. How long? Actually, I've been swearing a lot more ever since I just stopped caring about YouTube. I kind of want to stop swearing again and just say oh feces instead of sometimes I'll say fuck. I want to go back to saying oh feces.
Fornication.
Oh fornication.
Sexual intercourse.
Do you think you will
Yes, I think I did say that.
Yeah, you did, I think.
Oh, that reminds me. So, you know how I mentioned that there was this Devil May Cry game that no one liked?
Yeah?
So, one of the problems is the writing. The writing tries to be cool and edgy when the main character is not cool at all. He's just kind of an anus.
Oh.
And the script really suffers as a result. There's this one point where the character is about to fight a boss, and the boss goes, fuck you, and then the main character says, fuck you, and then the boss just spews out, just vomits all over the main character, while yelling, fuck you! And someone, what's the word I'm looking for? Someone translated that into Shakespearean writing. So, someone translated that scene into how Shakespeare would write it, in a literal sense.
Uh-huh.
So, it ended with fornicate thou, fornicate thou. I thought that was so funny.
Oh man.
Oh, pieces, I need pills.
Yes, that one.
Where are you? I'm going to heal you.
You remind me, I know it has nothing to do with it, but I was talking to an old friend a few days ago. He was staying in the night, and we listened to a lot of deathcore and like really obscure bands and like really brutal music in the middle of the night. And we were just imagining, like, could you imagine telling people like, oh, what kind of music are you listening to while you listen on your phone or whatever? And you say, oh, I'm listening to prostatic fluid asphyxiation from, you know what I'm saying? It's just the titles are just so... Oh, my favorite band is Thy Art is Murder. Oh yeah, that's a great band. What's not to love about that?
That's a...
Yeah. Yeah, I told you about that song, right? Or about the song from the perspective of a guy that is raping a woman.
Yeah, oh right, we talked about this in the Resurrection Let's Play.
Yeah, a long time ago. And I made him listen to it and he loved it. He was like, man, this is the shit.
Wait, where are you? You need heals.
Yeah, I just
I'll
ate a
shoot
pill.
you.
Pills!
Oh, wrong bullet. Nana, get in the way. Nana, stop getting in the way. I'm trying to heal Max.
Oh man. But yeah, those titles, like, I remember, you know, Metal Jesus Rocks. I don't know if I talked about that thing in a while back, but he used to show off vinyls on his channel or something, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I bought this nice obscure band vinyl, so it has huge hits such as Fist Banging Mania and Fuck the Middle East. That's one of my favorite songs, or whatever." And I was just thinking, wow, that's great song titles.
Yeah. Oh, faces, I need to heal. I swear, if you die, it's becoming a thing where I keep dying before you die.
Yeah, that's just, oh, I'm stunned, I think. But yes, just the titles and shit, it's always trying to be gruesome and disgusting, and I just love it.
Music.
Yeah.
Ah, man, I hate that four-legged boss thing that we're fighting because of its ability to stomp.
Actually, that's one thing that makes me wonder. So when you see songs such as the one I was talking about from the band Whitechapel, the band that did the rape song, like you see all those SJWs crying like babies when the video game doesn't have the a transgender spaceship whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they always like cry about that, but then when bands put out songs like these, no one bats an eye, no one knows about it. You know what I'm saying? What would happen if you showed those songs to those people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned SJWs because I just remembered something. I've been reading this, again, it has nothing to do with music or SJWs, but I'm reading this manga called The Last Boss Has Appeared. It's one of those generic isekai light novels where that takes place inside of the world of an MMORPG where the main character is teleported. His mind is transferred into the game or something through magic or something. And so the plot of the manga, well, it's actually a light novel, but the plot is the main character is this really powerful character who's been playing this MMO for years, and the game that he was playing had this sort of system where role players could actually contribute to the story of the game. And so he was treated as this sort of demon lord character. And the first episode is him being raided by a bunch of players because they wanted to do this thing. They wanted to do this thing between all the top players where they try to take him down because in order to reset the balance of the game world. But so he loses and he goes, okay, that's enough for today. I'm going to log off. And so he logs off. He wakes up, and the next thing he knows, he's his in-game character, who is a female. So. Actually, the one thing I like is that he's not this really super pervert guy. He's actually pretty cool, but anyway. So it is probably one of the best isekai light novels ever because it features features a male to female transgendered who is also a lesbian because as a female she's still attracted to females.
That's interesting.
So yeah, but seriously, it's really generic and okay. I like it because he's not in the game. The game, the world runs off game logic, but it's not exactly the game. And people, he's the only one trapped in the game. He sees his old friends as avatars, but they're not his friends. They are the in-game, like, they are the people in universe, if that makes sense.
Is it dead?
So he's just trying to see if he can find anyone else from the real world. Yeah. I think I disconnected.
Oh shit.
Because you're running in place for me.
Shit.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, a male to female fully transitioned, transgendered, who is also attracted to females, so that means she's a lesbian. That's let's clap for the diversity that we've been waiting for so long.
So, she who is a he is a lesbian, even. Yeah, whatever.
well, he's in a female body now and is still attracted to females.
I'm surprised
so
he's
does that
not
not
touching
make him a
himself.
lesbian?
I'm surprised he's
No,
not
actually-
touching himself.
No, the thing is, he's not a pervert. He's not perving on his own character. Actually, funny story. So, right now in the plot, he's in the story, he was a summoner who was able to control these 12 really rare monsters that he did from grinding out quests so much and being lucky. I think this thing is stuck in the corner. Never mind.
I got disconnected, by the way.
It got disconnected. Oh, we're going to have to do this again.
Yep.
You know what, I'll just quit the mission and then we'll do it again.
I got kicked out of the mission. I don't know why. But yeah, never happened to me before.
Yeah, I've been having connectivity issues too.
This is really annoying, to be honest. Because I lost my progress, I think.
Well, lost progress in that mission at least.
Yeah. It's fun to have a GTA game with any version.
Yeah, actually.
It's fun. Plus, some people actually play mods with game which is really nice. You can have a game. Over 50 and
Yeah. I agree with GTA 5 was one. Was it? Sometimes I don't know what's something myself. Also, the game features. Also, supporting the online scene more than once.
yeah, me too. I know. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's really fine.
I really don't like it. So, I mean, one thing that's good for it is it fits well the dog and everything because of the cartoon color scheme and stuff. So, you know, you can go for a thing because it's like cartoon kind of so when you go to, I mean, don't do it like this. Compared to other people, yeah.
I just want to base all kinds of
You can make it. Yeah.
I'm talking about my enjoyability of these games from gameplay. I enjoy playing laser games more.
Yeah, actually, the opposite. I think GTA 5 for a long time, so at some point, and obviously that's you get back to chainsaw and the jetpack, and all that stuff you lost in GTA 5. Because GTA 5, gameplay-wise, you don't have this game, cars, it's all everything's objectively, but you lost a lot of stuff as well, which is sad. In fact, I don't like watching it's so many dicks since 1345. I had so many weapons, yet no chainsaw and...
So I'm starting the recording again for the 5th millionth time. Are you kidding me? What
What is going on?
Give me a moment, I'm going to try something. Wait, would that do anything? Okay, you know, since he's not going to be here, I'm going to try ending the call and... Oh wait, no, it actually connected, wow! What is going on today? Are the PlayStation servers...
Maybe. I mean, last time we played, I had the same issue, actually, you just had.
Right.
You know, like with the very, very slow connection time.
Anyway, pressing start now. That's going to be the thing. It's just, I'm going to be spinning in circles, you're going to be dancing, and if Kevin's here, he's going to be doing, I don't know what he's going to be doing. To set up all of this all over. Oh, I have to rebuy all of Rico's stuff. I'm going to hate doing this. Full burst 2, full burst 5.
I used all of my pills, unfortunately.
Burst 2, trip on the speed, stamina, full burst, where is it? What? Revive, here we go, revive. Revive, and, what else? Yeah, CL, yeah. Okay, ready. Just have to make sure that I have pills because I just ran out.
Yeah, I just had to buy a whole bunch of pills because...
I just realized we probably won't need that many pills because Kevin's here.
Well, that's a relief, to be honest. Because we've been struggling quite a lot.
I think mostly we've been struggling just because of these errors we've been having. We'd probably be able to finish... Oh, we've obviously would be able to finish it by now, if not for the... Are you serious? Man, I might need to work on my... I might need to fix my... Open up my PlayStation 4 controller again, because the L2 feels weird.
Oh.
It works, just... It presses very strangely. Oh, never mind, it's suddenly magically fixed.
Oh. So is it working?
It just barely.
Everyone's in position. Keep your eyes open.
I think it's because it's using the built-in microphone from the laptop instead of his headset.
Still win.
Like the last time. I remember that he had the same issue and I don't think there is a fix for that, to be honest. It's the laptop. Yeah, it's just weird. That's a bit sad. So, we've been trying this mission for like, how many times?
We tried twice, but the first time we tried it, you disconnected. Then the second time, my screen kept not working. It kept disconnecting my screen, so I would constantly have to change screens, and it also messed up with the recording.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the third time.
Yeah, it
Mid-size
is.
hostile is
And
near
we
you.
had bad
I'll
luck
update your
today.
coordinates.
They wanna fight? Then let's fight!
New hostile inbound. Readings indicate a medium size. ETA
So
3
the
minutes.
oh okay. So
Sending out
funny
the
story.
now.
I was browsing Pixel and for completely normal and scientific reasons,
Looks like it's after some
I was just browsing the what tag was that? I can't remember the tag. Okay, it was the MILF. It was basically a MILF tag. And for some reason, I don't know why. You know how Pixiv is kind of like YouTube where it will recommend you a bunch of videos?
Yeah.
Pixiv started recommending me, I don't know why, centaur images.
Oh, I wonder why.
And you know what's worse? I'm legitimately curious on why it would send me this, especially. It started sending me Futanari centaur hentai.
What the heck?
Horse dick and horse penis and everything. And I'm thinking, okay, I have my limits. Like there are some things there's some things I won't even with my non-existent horse centaur fetish. Daisies, I'm starting to get in on the horse fucker joke. Daisies, I don't have a horse fetish. I have a centaur fetish. I mean, I don't have a centaur fetish or a horse fetish. Other way, Mags. Other way.
Oh,
We have to get there before Kevin kills us.
After some
where are you guys?
Follow me. I'm here. We have to kill it before Kevin kills it.
Okay.
No, we have to get to it before Kevin kills
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's the.
So, you know, I may have a non-existent centaur fetish, centaur fetish that I don't have, but still, that doesn't mean I want a horse penis shoved up my anus.
Oh man.
honest resident is calling all the enemies to her.
Now, how sad is it when Pixiv will give better recommendations for videos than YouTube? Like, YouTube will recommend the same videos over and over again,
Yeah,
but Pixiv will actually show you new stuff.
yeah. YouTube seems to be broken in a way. I think it used to work better back in the day.
Operation complete!
Google, yeah, I blame Google Plus. And the thing is, I would not mind Google Plus if YouTube still functioned the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that YouTube always recommends the same stuff, and I don't know.
Hey, why don't you watch this video that you've already watched?
Yeah. That's basically
don't
it. Yeah. That is.
I can't believe I'm going to have to buy all the personal abilities
You earned
all
yourself
over
a nice
again.
long rest.
Oh.
I can't believe I'm going to have to edit this even more now.
Oh. Let's save. Save.
Yeah, so we never have to do that again!
Save Shimasune. That reminds me of Galgun. I don't know why.
I want to play Galgun too.
I have Galgun too, but I suck at it.
Maybe you do better with motion controls.
I guess. No, I don't. It's a matter of seeing where the girls come from, and yeah, I get always assaulted and end up dying. I'm not dying, but you know when you
You say
lose.
assaulted and
Well, on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Like they ram me on the ground and
they ram you, eh?
ah.
You know,
I don't
it
know how
used
to
be used-
describe it. They kick me and I fall on the ground and then well, you know what I mean.
You know, it's funny that I'm doing this because you're the one that used to do this to me when I talked back in Resurrection. Well, I would say these things that would sound sexual and you would innuendo-wise them.
Yeah.
Okay, I started the mission.
Let's go. But yeah, so and then they ask you like if you accept to I guess to lick their feet or whatever, or if you
Yeah.
or if you refuse and accept defeat, I guess. And I always end up refusing, of course.
I don't understand the foot fetish. It's
Same.
like, feet are, you know,
Disgusting.
I remember,
Feet are
I remember
disgusting.
I remember being on 4chan because of course. I mean, my anime list, and there was some guy who was posting these foot fetish hentai images, and I just responded, I will never understand why people like this. Feet are what you walk on. They're dirty, they smell, they're sweaty, they'll have gunk from socks and sweat on them. And the first response I got was, you just described everything that made them great. I think...
That's disgusting, man. Oh.
Oh man, that reminds me of that gym video. Remember the giantess deviance episode he made?
Oh yeah.
Where he almost vomited in his mouth as he read the fan fiction or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is disgusting.
Oh yeah, I heard of a story of a French girl that got in prison in the US because she didn't have her paper or whatever.
Paper?
Yeah, I just saw it today on the news. Basically, she was on vacation in Canada, but just at the border of the US. And in the morning, she decided to go on a jogging. And basically, a US police officer right at the border interrogated her because she passed the border like by a few meters or something, and he basically asked her to come with him. They put her in jail, and because she didn't have her visa with her or whatever, and all she was doing is a freaking jogging near the border, and then
You see, that's the thing. Trump is enforcing the wrong border. That's why we're wasting all of our money.
And then you see Jim shit talking about Europe all day. But things like this would not happen here, that's for sure.
You know, the thing is, that officer was doing a good job. The thing is, Trump should not be trying to keep the Mexicans out. He should be trying to get those Canadians out.
But yeah, so she was on a vacation, and I mean, it's kind of weird to live at the border or whatever. And her grandma who lived there or whatever, and she got in jail for 2 weeks, even though they showed the visa, because whatever, they kept her in jail. The time it took them, 2 weeks is the time it took the officers to check if she truly was French or whatever. Sure doesn't make me want to go in the US.
You will die just from the sugar that is in the air. Okay, so you two might not know this, but here in Burgerland, you know how there's oxygen, nitrogen in the air? In Burgerland, there's also sugar in the air.
Yeah, sugar and fat. You know, like when you breathe, you actually like it's like eating meat.
Yeah. No, it's worse than eating meat. At least meat has protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how I just feces talk my own country.
But yeah, I was hearing Jim like shitting all over Europeans, and I was thinking back to when I got to the hospital and got 500 euros worth of patches for free for my diabetes, and I was thinking, yeah, I sure wouldn't get that if I was in the US.
You wouldn't. Let's just say, the most insurance will pay for anything unless you get the super mega high premium stuff is maybe 2,000 euros.
Oh. Here you don't have to pay for anything. It's not even insurance. It's just healthcare. You know, like if you're sick enough, I guess you get some advantages based on how bad your illness is. So yeah, because I have like 400 to 500 euros worth of medication for free each month, and if I was living in the US, I would have to pay that with my own money.
You'd have to pay 75% of the cost. And by the way, Europe has lower costs for medication than Burgerland.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't really get. Go on,
You don't
sorry.
really get what now?
Now I was thinking about Jim. I don't really get why he hates you Europeans so much. Like it sounded like he got a really bad experience with something related to that and wanted to get his revenge. That's really what it sounded like to me.
Well, he doesn't actually hate Europe. He's just feces posting.
Yeah, but to me it sounded a little bit too convincing, if you ask me, or whatever.
I don't know, maybe it's because I follow him on Sherpa, but I kind of get that he's. I mean, yeah, he's talking feces about Europe, but it's more like mocking them than actually being antagonistic. Well, it's sort of the same thing, but
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He's that's what his channel is all about. Like he just goes all out with his shit posting. So I get what he's doing, but
actually, I can tell you why he was inflecting like that.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times, a lot of the people that feces talk him on, especially Chirper, tend to be European. And so he just kind of, he ends up mocking them a lot because
Revenge.
more free speech and all of that. So he usually just makes videos like that to rile people up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just so people get mad at him and yeah.
And his words spurg out.
Because the thing I found to be a little bit exaggerated is the fact that he's basing all of it on something that doesn't exist. Like it hasn't been signed. It's not even known to anyone yet. And in fact, aside from him talking about it, we never heard of such a thing. So I don't know. It's a bit weird. Because Europe, they want to do lots of things, but they end up never doing it. And it's, again, I'm pretty sure this is one of them. So I would have waited until something like that actually happens before shitposting, because if it doesn't happen, it's gonna look stupid. And yeah, that's all I want to say. Though to be fair, I do think that the European Union, and not Europe, because apparently Jim cannot make the difference between the two, is kind of crap. Like I'm not really a big fan of the European Union for many reasons. Just to be clear. So when he mocks the EU, I actually agree with him. But when he mocks Europeans as, you know, a continent, I think it's stupid. That's the difference, I would say.
Yeah.
Gotta save up a bit more.
But yeah, the whole EU thing is just a big masquerade. I don't like it either. I mean, if it keeps the Germans from wanting to do a third world war, then I guess yeah, it's a good thing. I don't know.
Okay, it's actually funny you mentioned that. Okay, this is really cruel. What, so have you ever heard of this whole Trump thing? He's keeping children away from their parents and putting them into like cages or whatever.
I sort of heard it, but I'm not sure what it's about exactly. Like the
So
thing.
apparently, to get them to shut up when they start crying, the kids are being gassed.
Wow. Really?
So, and again, this is really cruel of me to say. I know how awful I sound. What?
That mission was a
It makes
piece
me
of
think,
cake.
man,
Chocolate
America is
was the
literally
size.
turning into Nazi
Nothing
Germany. We're
but
gassing
blood.
people.
Free
We're keeping them in camps and gassing them.
Wow.
What's with your awkward
Again, I
silence,
think it's
guys?
cruel what's happening, but I think the idea that America is turning into Nazi Germany is funny.
Is it about Mexico,
Ridiculous.
by the
No,
way?
I
Yeah,
haven't.
it's the
Even
Mexico
without
thing.
Julius in the
Okay, I
field, we
see.
haven't taken a single
Back to the
pass.
64
Let's do
kilobit
Busy Rocket.
amazing
Come on,
bitrate.
You know what I'm talking about.
Can't
Alright,
wait for our
Captain,
retro
pick up the
episode.
slack.
Yeah,
Taking
you know that
after
video
Shane
with the
time.
boombox that had the shitty sound quality that you sent me? I saw it before you sent it, but from the 8-bit guy.
Whatever, don't be so
Well, his
serious.
shitty boombox sounds better than this dub. I mean the whole cutscene thing, not the dub. But you know what I mean, like that.
Hey Romeo, can you speak up a bit? The music's starting to get loud.
If you can't be bothered to try,
But yeah, the boombox sound quality was better than this. I legit think that. I'm not even joking.
Take that back.
The 64 kilobit, 22 kilohertz thing was better than
You
this.
don't get it. You can't know what it's like. Of course I don't compare. I can't measure up at all. Only I know how awful this feels. I'm going crazy here just trying to find
The
one
only
thing I
difference
can
is that you
do.
don't get this
One way I can
underwater
really
kind of
help.
sound effect
I don't
in the
have tons of
cutscenes.
combat
That is the only
like
difference.
You and S.H.I.E.L.D. do. I can't just shrug off attacks like Nana can. And you're no better.
You know,
You woke your blood power like it was nothing.
I love
Captain
how
trusts
this
you,
cutscene is
respects
going on
you.
because Romeo was
What am I?
acting
I
out
just
during
wanna
the
be
mission,
useful.
but I don't remember him
Hold
during
my
the
head up
mission.
high and don't drag
And
me
no,
down to
was
my
there any
level.
dialogue in that mission?
Wherever I go,
I didn't pay
whatever I
attention,
do,
I'll be
I'm
honest.
Useless.
Well, I'm
belong
useless.
anywhere.
I'm not super special like the rest of you. Wah.
Reminds me of reminds me of a certain character from Persona 5, but I'm not gonna say who it is because spoiler.
Is it the guy? Is it the traitor? Because I know who it is.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, it is the traitor. Yeah, that's him, the poor guy that is not special like anybody else, and he doesn't have any friends, and his dad didn't love him.
I always find those people funny because well, I have done horrible things in my life, and look how I turned out. Oh, we can bring Alyssa on this quest.
Nice. So what do we have to do? Do we have to talk to anyone?
Give me a moment. No, I'm just accepting the mission.
Okay. Let's go. Oh yeah.
I really can't stand those people who whine about I'm not special.
Yeah, I know. That is the problem of this generation, I think. Mostly this generation. Everybody wants to be special.
I mean, if you look at humanity as a whole, generally humans tend to be the same as those in the surrounding areas.
Yeah. I mean, things do have an impact on you, like people, but also just the environment, I think. This is just the
God eaters are in
fact.
position. Watch for the enemy at all times.
I'm not special. I know how to make myself special. I'll say I'm transgendered.
But yeah, it's like those new students. I mean, those new people on the that find a job after finishing their studies and they realize that they're not amazing and that they're not changing the world, so they just fall into depression because I don't know. I'm not special again. They think they're gonna rock everything and go to the top, but they realize after a short while that it's not like that, and it's time to go back on Earth. I mean, whose fault, right? I would say mostly parents that raise their kids like kings and queens and like, oh, everything is possible, sugar. You can be anything you like, and then you put all those ideas into children, and then they grow up to be spoiled and.
If I ever have a child, I know the first thing I'm going to teach her. You're not special. You can't do everything you want to do. There are limits to what you can do. You can try as much as you can to do what you want to do, anything, but that doesn't mean you will be able to do it.
Yeah, actually,
The best you could do is put in a lot of effort and do the best you can. And be satisfied with that.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say. I think it should be like that. That's what parents should do, and not the opposite. Because spoiling.
Set realistic expectations.
Yeah, because spoiling your kids and making them, feel like the kings and queens of the universe is just stupid. It really is. It's just gonna make things.
Ladasha, you are queen, and Lamarck, you are king.
Oh man, but yeah, it's just this generation of kids, I guess. It's like saying yes to everything to your kids because you don't want to be annoyed. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of saying no and sticking to it and having to endure your kids being unbearable and really, having to teach them things and actually educate them, it's easier to just say, oh yes, you can have it. Oh yes, you can do it. Oh yes, it's fine. Just so you're, it leaves you alone, but it's a bad idea.
Hey Kevin, does Romeo die, quote unquote, soon? Okay, because it's getting really obvious. Oh yeah, it turns out that he's brought back to life by magical oracle cells or whatever. His soul, the oracle cells recreate his body because his mind is his soul is inside of his god arc, and
So hungry.
Cop out. Always the cop out. It's like the games where you think everybody's dead, but then they're not dead.
At least Eric stayed dead. Wait, what?
I was saying Kiseki.
Oh, right.
Oh.
At least Eric from the first game stayed dead, and yeah, he comes back as a playable character, but he's not back in the plot. That's not canon.
Oh, but seriously, Sendo Kiseki arc is like...
You're a god eater?
Hey, come here, little boy.
I have candy.
It's an admirable job you took.
That's the voice he has.
Actually, how funny would it be if the kid had diabetes?
Inside, boy.
Hey kid, I have candy.
Now.
I'm
No,
not
it's
interested.
fine. I'll be okay, thanks.
That would be a
No
fail.
problem, boy. Trust
No
me.
problem, boy.
Come on
Trust
in.
me. Come in. I have some video games for you.
What a handsome young man. It's been ages since we've had a guest.
Now, I may be going deaf, but I'm sure I heard his stomach rumbling. Would you fix him a little food?
I'm fine. Really, I promise. There's no need. I'm a god eater. I'll eat back at the branch. Yeah.
God eater or no, you still have to eat. You are a growing boy, after all. Here, let's begin with some tea
yeah.
first.
Here's my piss.
I just find it funny to hear, yeah, you're a god eater, but you have to eat. I don't know, just...
You know, I wonder, could they actually literally eat origami?
I don't know.
So I think that.
That'd be...
I mean, I know the origami are made out of cannibalistic cells that will eat each other or whatever. But okay, apparently CL has something to say.
I love how Kevin always looks different.
He's a shapeshifter.
That's actually pretty nice. What you have now, Kevin. I dig it.
I think you have to talk to CL.
Oh, where is she?
Down here. Do you have heterochromia? Oh no, it's just the hair's in the way. It reminds me of Senna from Boku wa
Tomodachi
ga
ga
Sukunai. Yeah, the butterfly thing.
Pretty neat. So is it good now?
It should be.
I'll always remember that moment in in the light novel where he just ruined everything. The main character.
You know, he ruins a lot of things. You're going to need to be a little bit more specific.
Well, when he basically gets cornered by Senna, and she tells him like, okay, now it's time to give me an answer because it's been too long. And
I haven't read that part yet.
because it was so cringy because of the fact that he basically accepts the confession, but in a way that really makes you angry. Because basically he just objectifies her as a lust object instead of really be, you know what I mean? Like, I love your tits. Like,
my anus is contracting from anger.
so basically, he begs her to forgive him for not accepting her confession yet, because he's afraid of losing his friends. But he loves her too, and wants to go out with her, and then starts lusting all over her tits for like 10 minutes, and that was really, really pathetic.
You know, I hope it's just a misunderstanding from a forum post that you read or something. I need to read this myself now just so I can confirm whether or not I should be angry or not.
Yeah, please do, because from what I've heard, it was really infuriating. What is true, and I'm sure it's true because of the plot that happens later on, he asks her to wait for an what do you call it? He doesn't know how long she's gonna wait, but he doesn't want to ruin his club yet, so he doesn't want to date her just now. So, like, I will date you, but I don't know when. That's basically what he said.
That reminds me, did I ever tell you about this? I'm forgetting the name. I'm forgetting the name of the artist. But there's this one artist who, before the anime or light novel ended, drew all of these.
Wait, where did you guys
Wait,
go?
out here, hurry,
Wait,
hurry!
I can't see.
I'm jumping.
Where?
Left. Left. Yeah, it's not church. You have to go. You're facing the right way.
Am I?
No, going the wrong way. Down. Wait, I'm trying to get you from the map.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, everything's the same color here. Did it disappear yet? Yeah, it disappeared.
Too late.
But, what? You know, I'm finding the name of the artist. What is the name of that artist? He's a... Well, no, it's not a he, it's a she. And I follow her on Chirper, and she's a really funny person. Like, she knows how to meme well. No, not that. What's her name? Oh yeah, Faye Midol. Faye from the Circle Midol. She has this series where Kodaka and Yozora ended up together, and Senna is just this completely depressing wreck of a person, where she's gone poor, she has sex just so she can fuel her gaming addiction, sometimes she meets up with Kodaka and Yozora,
you mean
who are married.
You mean the one that hates Senna? You mean the one that hates Senna?
Yeah.
Well, basically, she did the reverse of Yozora in canon because Yozora is miserable, and I mean truly miserable to a point where it becomes really annoying. Honestly.
First, I was kind of mad.
So yeah, you told me about this.
And I just think it's funny, like, how miserable this guy is going to make her.
I mean, no, he's not. But Yozora is, though, going to be miserable.
Such a kind young man, Romeo.
That's the thing.
Well, the thing is,
So
Julius is a little bit
I
cold
love
and
this artist.
impersonal,
She's
so
so
she's
good.
not really too good with that sort of stuff.
Also, I think
So
you'd
I
probably
kinda,
probably get
took it upon
you'd
myself.
probably like her too,
ever
because
since I was
she's
a
also a
little kid,
car
I've always been
otaku.
happy to
Oh,
go
that's
out and
very
meet friends.
rare for women.
Like, she
Still,
actually collects
me and
a
this
bunch of
guy,
those
Joe,
model cars
Oh.
that you
I've been
like
really
the same that
trying my best to be
like
his
I saw in
buddy.
your room.
Get him
Oh yeah, I see.
I guess I can be kind of annoying.
Those model cars.
Probably
What is
pretty
going on?
insensitive, too.
I'm
Oh,
hearing
no,
strange
Kevin was
stuff.
just saying that
It was
artist
my
is
fault
God.
our last
Yeah.
mission went so
I'm
poorly.
hearing like very strange.
Sounds to me
Sounds.
like you need to gain some perspective. Have a little confidence in yourself, Romeo.
I see. It's so rare to find females that like these kind of things. It's
I
like
make
a
jokes and always act like
I
I
don't
feel
know,
better than I
ultra
do.
rare thing in video games.
Guess I'm not actually that confident.
How,
It's just not me.
man, it must
The
be
others, though,
impressive to
are
hate a
so
character
incredible.
so much
Strong and
that you cuck her. You
nothing
make
I
a
can do to
series
catch up.
dedicated to cucking her.
Yeah, I wonder
Haven't got
why
the
she hates her
experience
that
or
much
the
though.
smarts.
That's
I'm
that's
weak.
what I'm wondering.
Well, apparently
All I
she
have
doesn't
is
actually
being
hate her. I don't know what it is though
I
with
hate
her.
my
and with it all.
weakness. So I left.
She jealous of her boobs. No, just joking.
Even we can see how
You know
much
what?
love
He
your
actually draws a
friends.
lot of High School of the Dead
Now
stuff.
that
I really
connection,
wish he would take
there's
over that
something that you can
series.
really be proud of.
He or
The
she?
original artist,
Humans are weak
she,
by
it's a
nature.
female
They
artist.
can't survive alone.
'Cause you said he.
Being able to make
Yeah,
friends,
sorry,
Romeo,
I'm used to
that
these
is a gift to
artists
be
being
treasured.
male.
I promise.
Yeah, same.
I couldn't take it. I
But
ran
well,
away.
that's what they usually
There's
are.
a world of difference between taking a rest and running away.
Did the audio
By
just go off?
fighting, even
Oh.
just to keep friends close.
I know. Okay, it's Kevin that
all those who can't
probably
fight.
muted or
That
something.
means something here. So you'll take a
So
little
I just
rest
noticed
with
that
us.
the
You'll feel
the
much
God
better.
arc
We'll look after you like
bang.
you're one of
What
our
are those
own.
things called? Bangles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has what is basically a giant D-pad on it, and I'm thinking that must be like the most coolios controllers ever. Like imagine having that as a controller. Imagine having dual fight sticks for your controller.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for everything. I have to be
I would
getting
love
back.
to make my own. Yeah, I know we
Off
talked
you
about this,
go,
but I would love to
Romeo.
make my own custom controller.
Oh, same.
Where you belong.
I would actually love that, but
Do be sure to come
I don't
back
know
and
where
visit.
I can buy it.
Oh,
By where I
Need
mean
a gardener
a
enough to
reputable
heat up all my wife's cooking.
custom shop that I can trust fully, and that doesn't cost like $500 for a controller. Because
would you think
I
about
remember
moving to
one
the
that
satellite
would be
base?
able to make
Or the
controllers
Far
for like 150,
I could
200
help.
ish.
If I
But,
apply
yeah.
directly to Fenra headquarters, they'd never say no. I mean, I haven't really got any family, and you'd be so much
Speaking of
safer.
controllers, I saw. I don't know if I told you this, but
You chose to be
the only
here.
special edition PS4 controller I saw that I kind of want is the GT Sport Limited Edition. Oh, sorry, but
Save that for your own.
it's how sad is it that there is no Animu special edition controller on PS4, but there is on the Switch. Pretty much. Yeah. It is kind of weird.
Well, Nintendo was really shilling Xenoblade hard
When it came
when
out.
it was first announced,
Yeah.
so that it
Origami.
makes sense.
Yeah, true. Man, the sticker on the back of my controller is peeling off. You know the sticker with the serial number?
Oh yes.
It's peeling off on its own.
Of your DualShock.
Yeah, the DualShock 4.
Yeah, it's happening. It already happened with mine, where mine's now almost completely white because the protective layer is off.
Yeah. But even the sticker, I mean, like the sticker with the serial number, it's just peeling off. I don't know why. And it's kind of going white as well.
Okay, I think this is the mission where Romeo finally dies. So I think if Romeo... I want to keep going until Romeo dies. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Well, let's do this, I guess.
I want him to die already. I don't like him. I don't like anyone whose name is Romeo.
Yeah, I used to know a guy in school when I was in secondary school called Romeo. He would actually defend me from bullies.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
But
Kevin
for some
just
reason, everyone who's named Romeo that I know, I tend to automatically hate.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit.
Look who brought the God Arc. Thanks for the backup.
230 stats, mais j'ai
Thanks
fait
for
3
saving our butts.
doses d'insuline.
I'm gonna give you hell for this later. But first, we get everyone out.
Ouais, il y a déjà
Oh, like you weren't just as freaked out as the rest of us, silly Gil.
260 et ça continue à chaque fois, c'était à chaque fois au-dessus.
For 5 pieces of delicious chicken.
Yeah, I'll apologize later.
for now, I just need the backup.
So quoi?
The old couple,
Oh,
I
je
mean,
suis occupé.
everyone, has evacuated the satellite base. There's no
non.
way I'm letting the origami get past me. I'll stop them right here.
We're with
Okay, sorry about that. Again, an interruption as usual.
Okay, so Kevin already killed one of the things, but it's not an important one. So.
Okay. Now I'm imagining the comic where my phone rings at the beginning of the mission, and then by the time I finish the conversation, the mission's over.
Yeah. I'm thinking more. You mentioned the webcomic, and you shot and missed that thing 3 times, and I'm thinking that's going to be a thing in the webcomic where you're firing blind, you're firing at it point blank, and you miss.
Ah shit.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like I'm thinking you literally put your gun up at the origami, but the bullet still somehow misses.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the. Is it dead?
That one is. Yeah, now we have this big one to worry about.
Okay. That's fine.
No, you know, we're playing this this hunting game, and all I can think of is, man, I really want to play Monster Hunter, and then I look at Monster Hunter and I think, man, is Monster Hunter good yet?
Yeah, I heard it's pretty bad from people, but I don't know.
It's not bad. It's just really bare bones. I mean, objectively speaking, the mechanics, the control, the weapons system, the convenience, it's not bad. It's just the lack of variety in monsters.
We need diversity, man.
Look, I know that diversity with transgender and females in games is whatever, but what we really need diversity in is diversity in the things we kill.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing I'm glad about the game is that they allowed characters to recreate their characters physically. Like the physical appearance and voice and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad about that because you can make a really good looking character, and I spent an hour making my character, but in cutscenes my character looks like faceless. Well, like because of the facial animations. I'm not joking. It looks like my character. Sometimes the game makes my character look legitimately autistic or like someone with Down syndrome.
Oh.
So, I'm so glad they allowed the players to recreate their character just because I can now make a character with a face that does not look like it has Down syndrome.
Hey kid,
That delicious 64 kilobits.
keep up the good work, huh?
What did you say? The music is too loud!
He may seem mean, but he's really a big softie. Come on, let's
Come on,
go back.
die already!
Wait,
Die
he's
already!
without Romeo around to brighten up.
Yeah. Man, it reminds me of the good old days, as I said in the last episode.
Alright.
The good old days of Emule and LimeWire.
Then an ogre tail just drops on him like Eric from the first game.
Oh yeah. By the way, you better not forget the promise you
uh,
Promise? I don't recall any promise.
made. Hey, we had a deal, Romeo. You owe me 8 pieces of delicious chicken.
8 pieces? I promised you like 5.
So, you do remember.
I love how our
I couldn't
character.
hear you over the music!
I love how our character is just like looking at them behind, like
How about we just agree on 7?
I don't know.
You're greedy, Nana.
Hey, that's super uncool.
Sorry.
Oh, come on! I wanted him to die!
So he didn't die yet.
He didn't die! Come on, everything was pointing towards him dying!
He should. When is he dying then? I wonder.
I don't know, but
Get
you
it
know
down,
what? We've been recording for, if we count all the messed up recordings, we've been recording for about 2 hours today.
Wow.
And you know what? We just finished a plot thing, so I think that's good enough for now.
Okay, I'm just gonna buy pills and save.
戦えファルコムちゃん、ザラドゥの正義のために。
決めポーズよ。民主主義